Bildy here. I'm at my favorite hostel in Moscow. Been trying to buy tickets for 2 days. It's ridiculous. They're real unstable. The prices are just nuts. And there's all kinds of sketchy little things that they do on the sites. Buying direct's out of the questions. The prices are astronomical. I use these services. Fairboom is what I've used for years. Over the years, it's changed. You know, you have to find one that gets you the real good prices, and then I guess, I don't know, something happens or some sort of corporate takeover, and then it disappears, or the prices skyrocket, and you got to find another one. And I'm not talking about kayak or any of that. Those things are a joke. You can get them usually just as cheap direct. But there's always a site, there always has been, where you can get really, really cheap tickets. Now, you're taking a risk. You're on your own. If you have multiple tickets, you have to buy them separate because the price shoots way up if you buy it all together. And then if they screw up and don't get you to your destination in time and you miss the next flight, it's on you. I've always done all right. That hardly ever happens. As a matter of fact, it's never happened. I've never had that happen where I had to pay for another ticket. You can usually convince them, or you could in the old days, you know, if they screwed up, they should pay for it. But things are really bad now. They do whatever they want to you. The corporations can do whatever they want to you. I found tickets. It was about $700 just to get to Istanbul from Moscow. That used to be, you know, like $300 ticket. And now it's hard to find for under $1,000. I found it for $700, right? I bought it. I went through the whole process, went to pay for it. I pushed pay. There were like 8 seats left because I selected seats. There's a bunch of empty ones. A little cluster of them. That's strange. Why are all the empty seats right in this area? Anyway, I selected my seats. I pushed go, and it's oh, we're sorry. Those sold while you were filling out the information. Really? They sold all 8 of them just like that while I was filling things out? So I had to redo the search, and then, well, the same day was available, the same flight, but it was $200 more. They sold out, did they? Really? They didn't freaking sell out. They just decided to jack the price up $200. So I looked at it, and the same freaking seats are still available. They can do anything they want to you. You're a slave already. I'm a slave. The corporations run things. Nobody prosecutes them. Nobody goes after them. They do whatever the freaking hell they want. They've captured everything. They own your government. You don't have any protection. It's nothing to do with fuel prices. Because I've looked at all these flights. It's political games. They'll play into it. Because they have to play ball, and the State Department wants to make things hard on certain people going certain places. Yeah, they do that. Nothing to do with justice, nothing to do with regulation, nothing to do with fuel prices. Flying direct to Istanbul from here, you're going to spend $1,000. And I looked directly at the Turkish sites and everything, and locally, paying in rubles, it makes no difference. I can't find any deals. But if I specify, say, Uzbek Airways, and I fly to Uzbekistan first, and then to Istanbul, it's cheaper. So, yeah, it's fuel prices, right? That's the route I'm taking. And then if Uzbekistan's cheap, you can fly from Moscow to Tashkent for like $170. But then from Tashkent to Istanbul makes up the difference. So you just buy one ticket. That way you don't get dumped or something changed. And it's the same. And it's cheaper than buying direct to Istanbul, which is not really all that far compared to going to Tashkent first, which is way out east, southeast of here. It's crazy. No rhyme or reason to any of this. You've got a super complex, fragile system with 10,000 different interests that control it, that bleed all their money out of it and control. It has nothing to do with just doing what you're doing. That's the system that you've built, that your societies have built. And it's only going to get worse. As they digitize, it becomes more complex, and there's more inputs, and there's more siphons. Yeah, so you can't get what you want and you pay the absolute maximum for it. Isn't that nice? This is like a rant, I'm sorry, but just tell you what's going on. I had to pick a different day to get the price the same, and it's still not through yet. Anything could happen. I mean, they make you wait 2 hours while they process your ticket, and then they'll come up with, oh, something went wrong. It happens a lot. All that technical glitch is not really technical glitch in a lot of cases. Like when I tried to enter Lithuania to get an ATM, and you have to have an electronic visa, and the site was perpetually down, so you couldn't get it. Well, there's a reason for that. Just as well, screw Lithuania, screw Poland, screw all these little dogs. It's all collapsing. How long it'll take, I don't know. Wish it'd be quick. But anyway, I supposedly have my ticket to Istanbul, not Constantinople. Istanbul, not Constantinople, Istanbul. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Now I got to get from Istanbul to Chicago, and we'll see what kind of adventures we have there. That's pretty stable, though. So Istanbul to Chicago, I guess, is pretty regular. I guess there must be lots of Turks and lots of Toiks in Chicago. I don't know. But every day is the same price, and every day has seats on it. Now I'll go in and do it and see what happens, but I'm tempted to wait till I get there and then do it. That's safer. But Turkey owes me a couple $100 too from the thing that happened a few years ago where they locked everything down. Actually, there's a couple airlines that owe me some money. But when they give you vouchers, okay? They don't give you your money back. They give you a voucher, but you can never use it because they got all these things. Then you have to contact them. It's usually time sensitive, when you're going someplace. You have to go through their customer service and apply to use the money that they owe you towards the flight. And then they jerk you around for a couple of days, and then they tell you, you can't use it for that. You have to use it for someplace you don't want to go. Literally, they only have it for certain. You can only use it for certain things. That if you just happen to want to go here, then you can use your voucher. Are you freaking serious? Your regulatory business, your agencies have businesses. They let them do that. And Turkey had an option, Turkish Airlines had an option where you could cash it out. I don't want your freaking voucher. I can never use it. I want you to give me the cash. Okay, and I filled out the paperwork, and that was, 2 years ago, and I still haven't got it. They just don't give it to you. Nobody makes them. It's screwed every freaking way possible if you aren't a system person. Now, if I was a system person, worked for a big corporation, and I had to go places for them, well, then it'd just be a bowl of cherries. It's real easy. They don't screw themselves. The same owners probably on the airlines and the people you work for, and you just, I don't see what the problem is. It's easy. I just tell my boss where I want to go, and they give me tickets. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be you. I don't know. It's frustrating. It looks like I'm on my way to Turkey. There are hostels in Turkey that have space. They're only like $7 a night. Who knows what they're like? I might just risk it and not buy the other ticket till I get there. That's not risking it though, because if I buy it before I get there and something goes wrong and then I miss it, then I'm SOL. This is my struggle. It's real. I've been doing this for years. It's just getting harder and harder because nobody is obligated to fulfill their contracts and nobody's obligated to treat you fairly. They can do anything they want. The screw is turned. Corporations run things and you're a slave, and so am I. When are you going to start organizing and fighting back? You can. It's amazing what a scary thing will do. They can talk openly about genocide, about getting rid of people and depopulating the planet because there's too many people and controlling resources. They can talk openly about that, but if you mention having some leverage against them or, making them pay for their crimes, you get banned because you're violent. See how that works? It's not hopeless. All it takes is a few hundred smart people that have some cojones to organize, and you can get a lot of stuff done. Why isn't it happening? I don't know. Because everybody's solving riddles and trusting the plan and waiting for the white hats to come rescue them. Yeah, that worked pretty good, didn't it? And don't forget to get your golden Trump card, and you'll get free income and food and everything. You can buy one for $50. Well, hurry up while they last. There's all kinds of websites doing that. Nobody's stopping them. Nobody's accusing them of fraud. You get kicked off for spreading disinformation. And fact checkers have found that this is not true. Well, they don't say that. They say, oh, our fact checkers have found that this is disinformation. But you can have an absolute fraud site on Facebook or anywhere else and nobody will touch it. You can't even get rid of the ads. Free energy device. Learn how. And they got a picture of an alternator hooked up to a motor with them plugged into each other. And they want to show you how to do that. That's the most obvious fraud, and it preys on extremely stupid people. And yet it's there continually. You can't get rid of it. You can't even get it out of your feed. But you're spreading disinformation. You go on Telegram and find all these sites that will sell you Trump cards. If you have the Trump card, you'll be protected. Uncle Trump will give you Trump bucks. Trust the plan. You gotta be stupider to believe in that than you are a free energy device. Holy freaking crap. I don't know how to react to this stuff. I really don't. I just want to go out in the woods and live in the woods by myself. Is that so wrong? I could do it here a lot better than the U.S. because in the U.S. they got thousands of goons who are armed to go looking for unauthorized survivors living in the woods. Not to preserve nature, you know. Oh, where did this go off to? I'm just taking a little break. This is long enough, but my struggle is real. Buying tickets is a blast. And it's revealing. You notice a lot of things. You see the patterns. You see how stuff doesn't add up. It's not what it appears to be. It's not the reasons they say. It's not fuel prices. It's not, there's taxes and politics involved in it. But there's also, we're just going to get everything we can from you and not let you go where you want to go. And then renege on the contract and give you a voucher that you can never use. Or agree to give you your money back and then don't. Who's going to make them? It's not just airlines. Everything's getting like that. How much you going to put up with? They know the end is coming, so they're going to soak you real good and get all they can before it collapses. Out. What keeps me going? Well, I know how the universe works. They do too, but they choose not to believe it. The universe is made out of justice. Justice isn't just a construct. It's the logos of the universe. It's inherent in the ether. God says, let there be everything after its kind. God ordered the logic of the universe. 1 + 1 = 2. People have been corrupting it. Entities have been corrupting it, but it can't last. It's all going to go back. I wouldn't want to be guilty of the things they're guilty of. The Book of Enoch tells you that when he punished the Elohim that rebelled against him and tried to subvert creation, the other Elohim, it says angels, but angels is, you get into a can of worms of what words mean. Angels is a specific kind of Elohim, the watchers. But they're the ones, actually they were watchers, the ones that rebelled against God, spiritual beings that rebelled against God and tried to corrupt creation. He punished them for 70 generations in a dark and gloomy place. That's what it translates to. But the rest of the heavenly host was astonished at the severity of the punishment. Because they're going to be cast in a lake of fire at the end of that when they're brought out. It's severe. Well, making war on God's severe too. and you can stake your loyalty to them if you want to and join them. That's the way it works, apparently, as far as I know. All these people that are getting something for free, these parasitic loads on other people's labor, they're going to get theirs. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. There's an amnesty program, but most of them aren't really interested in that. They don't believe in it because they wouldn't be doing the things they do. I take comfort in that. I try to stay on the right side and not cheat people, not steal from people, not put myself in positions of power where I can get a free ride at everybody else's expense. I don't do that. And there's lots of ways of doing that. You could be a corporate magnate, or you could be a welfare queen. You know, when you do have other choices and other things you can do, it's all the same. It's no difference between one or the other. They're just opposite poles of the same beast. I was talking about airline tickets, wasn't I? Oh, sorry. That's it for this one. Uncle Bildy signing out.